Kazakhstan. And there is Lee Kyu-Won.
He looks like he might be a little more comfortable on this stage than Bozbayev.
Introduced there as the former world champion. You might want to click and send some feedback and tell us which world championships, which year Lee won his world championship title. Bozbayev prepares himself, and Lee comes onto the tatami now. Strong showing from the Koreans at this tournament.
Lee slides in there for a Seoinage attempt.
Lee's teammate is the current Olympic champion at under 90 kilos. Song Den-am surprised a few people with that win in London.
Well, we said it before, I think in the first day, the Koreans had a good showing at the Olympics. Russians got a lot of credit, the Koreans are right behind them.
2 gold medals for the men. Kim Jae-bum and Song Den-am. He would have liked to have done better with the women's team, but very difficult in some of the categories where they had their better players. Those were also the ones where they had the hardest time. Bozbayev couldn't quite finish off Lee the way that he'd managed with Yoshida and Voprosov.
Very, very good entry there, and able to sneak out of that one. Another good entry by Blue.
So I said Yoshida and Voprosov. It was Bozbayev who fought that pair.
Yes.
It was Lee that did for Kato. And Shahabi of Kuwait.
And we have the head referee as well. In the stands, we have a couple Kazakhstani referees as well.
Yeah, they're back.
They're back.
Looking for their badges. Again, that right-sided drop. Seoinage from Lee.
Just about half the time burned off in regulation. Lee trying to work this double collar Seoinage.
He's got. I mean, you'd imagine that someone at his level would have a number of different entries into it. Even the one that appears to go off the wrong side. With Lee, he plans it that way. It's that the rotation of the hands as you go over that allows that to come off in that way, and he quite clearly plans it that way.
Well, we sure saw a fine one with Nakaya yesterday. I think that was only for a Wazahari, but he got in there and kept rotating. No score, no warnings yet. 2 minutes left in this match. That wasn't really a quality entry right there. And we have our first warning now to white.
We had a long discussion, a group of us, about false attack and an attack but not counted as a kinsa.
Right.
And that last one there for me, that comes under that kind of heading. I hadn't previously, taken that into account.
That's a little better.
Yeah, that was a genuine effort there. I'm not saying that the other one wasn't. It was just it didn't move him at all.
Didn't sell it.
And it was just something to keep the numbers up.
Right.
To keep, to help him avoid being called passive, but without any real danger of ever throwing his opponent. A very thin line that some of the fighters tread.
White getting his own turn in there. Looks to me like neither one of them are really getting into good gripping situations, so they're kind of working both sleeves, almost like a soda or something like that. And that was actually a good gripping situation for Lee. And he's got a Waza-Ari and slips right into a Saikomi. Well, looks like Bozbayev just gave up after that. Giving up that score.
When you're in, and he's tapped out now. When you're inside that last few seconds, you just know you haven't got the power to get the man off you. There are a lot of people who've got, the idea that you shouldn't ever tap out from an Osaikomi. You should just keep trying until until the time expires. I don't know. I just always thought that I might be able to get out and just kept trying. I didn't, do it because I thought it was ethical or the right thing to do. I just thought, well, I'm going to keep trying.
One thing you'll notice that Lee, he looked up the judge to see what the score was, thinking it was an Ippon, and then he went in for the Osaikomi, and that's one of those. Yeah, there's only one referee in the mat. Don't think that you're going to make the call. Yeah, just keep following through and finish him up. And until someone taps you on the shoulder and says, oh, by the way, you're done.
You might want to just go in for the Osaikomi anyhow for good measure. There's a better look at it now.
What if he had gotten 0 score?
Yeah, that's when he should have turned straight toward his man and not looking up.
Yeah, looking up there.
It was an afterthought, wasn't it?
Right. Well, it was look of the, I didn't get the Ippon, I better close it up.
So you're quite right.